So yes, Diablo 4 Season 1 is very much underway, and we're already seeing new buffs and changes happening. 2 new hotfixes have just went live addressing critical problems with the game, but there's also major issues cropping up in Season 1, and we've got to talk about it. Blizzard has to tackle these issues. And yes, we're going to be talking about stealth nerfs and much more. But you know what? Check this out right here. So yeah, I wanted to mention this really fun game I ran into recently called Tactical. It's a 5 versus 5 top-down military multiplayer shooter with a community of over 20 million players, and Tactical is available right now on iOS, Android, and PC for free. I have to say this game is a complete blast, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. Also, special thank you to Tactical for believing in what I do and sponsoring this video. So one thing I really like about this game is the sheer variety. There's tons of heroes, vehicles, destructible environments, and yes, lots and lots of weapons. Get this, there are over 80 real-life weapons and dozens of operators to choose from, each having their own unique talent. You can go in heavy with a light machine gun, take out enemies with an RPG, or utilize other weapons like SMGs and assault rifles. So whether you want to be a sniper, assaulter, defender, or supporter, you can customize your character any way you want. Also, there are a lot of different multiplayer modes in the game as well, including Capture the Bag, Control, Team Deathmatch, Battle Royale, Zombie Survival, and much more. You can also create or join a clan at any time and set rules for your clan too. A lot of people have formed friendships using voice chat, and I found this comment online from someone who described the Tactical community as a close-knit family, which is unlike any other online community in the game. So join me right now and the millions of other players and download Tactical today. Use my link in the description below, or scan the QR code on the screen and use the promo code TACTIDE to receive an exclusive bonus, the Jason Operator with RPG and 50,000 silver. This offer is available for new players only, so join Tactical right now by clicking that link in the description below, and I'll see you online. So I'm certain you guys want to know about this one right here. Yes, the exact time for the next Campfire chat has been revealed. It's July 21st at 11 a.m. PDT time. And that's going to be taking place on their Twitch and YouTube channels. But don't worry, I will have a full breakdown of this one. And I'm sure it's going to be very entertaining for sure, because they're going to be talking about the backlash to, of course, patch 1.1. Oh boy, this should be very interesting. All right, so yeah, some changes here to Renown. It says Renown gains buffed for quests and dungeons in patch 1.1. This is official. It says Blizzard has added a couple of changes to yesterday's patch notes, and it's definitely good news for players. We gain an extra 10 Renown for both side quests and dungeons, making it much easier to unlocking those rewards come Season 1. And here are the official notes here. As you can see, side quests have increased from 20 to 30 Renown, and then dungeon Renown reward has increased from 30 to 40. So, you know, at least there's that. There's some good news, I guess. Now, also, they did buff some of the actual Season 1 items. Check this out right here. It goes on to say the following. Gameplay updates. Season of the Malignant. Now for items, it says Malignant Hearts will now always grant armor that directly maps with their item power. And of course, for World Tiers, remove the level requirement for World Tiers 3 and 4. That was pretty controversial for them to even consider that. But yeah, that has all been adjusted and fixed. But we got to keep going because there's even more hot fixes right here. Hotfix 1 and 2, July 18th and 19th went live, and it fixed an issue where the overall drop rate of apparent senders in Helltide was lower than intended. They addressed an issue where the overall drop rate of senders in Helltides was lower than intended, so that should be back to normal now. They also addressed an issue where Seeds of Hatred could be collected at an extreme rate when using the Hatred Chosen buff against Necromancer minions and Druid pets. This buff has now been re-enabled with this hotfix, and then further stability improvements as well. All right, but dungeons, let's talk about those. Dungeon rewards issue. It says this right here from Community Manager Adam Fletcher. Hello all, the team is investigating issue and working on a fix with rewards not appearing for players who complete the Nightmare Dungeon for Arcane's Grasp. The team will be rolling out a hotfix for this issue in the near future. We are also aware the normal dungeons for Buried Halls and Endless Gates are not awarding rewards upon completion and are looking into a fix for that as well. Thank you for the reports on this. It goes on to say this, players cannot access the new seasonal quest step. And it says this, one of the steps in the new quest line for Season of the Malignant is causing issues for some players. An early step in Corman's quest line has the players crossing a bridge to get to a location, and well, the game is not having any of it. Players also tried coming at it from the other side, but they just can't get past this invisible wall. As you could see, some of the clips are just wild. I didn't run into this somehow. I got lucky, but it seems like rubber banding, lag, those issues are rearing their ugly head for sure. Let me know if you guys have run into this. Now, officially, Blizzard is aware of these problems. In fact, they posted this out on Twitter. We're seeing some unusually long queue times for Diablo 4. We're working on this, and we appreciate your patience as we work to get everyone into Sanctuary. So, yeah. Also, we have this one right here as well. It says, can we choose not to use the Battle Pass and use it in a future season if we decide not to play this season? And the response is, from Rod Ferguson, yes, you can actually do that as well. All right, so we got to talk about what is going on with stealth nerfs. So some of you may or may not have noticed this, but check it out right here. It goes on to say the following. Are you aware that the horses did get nerfed? And it says this right here. Some made the jokes, only thing missing is the horse nerf, LOL. Well, the skills of the horses are also affected by CD reduction, cooldown reduction. So yes, they even nerfed the horses as well, it seems. And yeah, I don't know. It just seems like, why? Why are they doing this? Again, there was a big post out on Reddit that said it seems like they're just trying to slow us down and keep us in the game for as long as possible, and that's just their ultimate goal. I don't know why they would want to upset everyone so much. But we also have this one right here, 45 minutes in, and Malignant Hearts are already broken. This one comes from Agile Engineering, 97, and it says, found a Malignant Heart to give my druid +3 to wolves. Respect my character to change a companion leveling build, and poof, I lost my +3 to wolves. Now it says, unequip the ring and put it back on twice. I even replaced the heart with a copy. Still no wolves. What the F, Blizzard? So far, there are definitely several issues cropping up with core gameplay mechanics related to Season 1, and it's definitely a bummer. Let me know if you guys are discovering this or if you are having a good time with the actual Malignant Hearts or not. Now, here's an interesting one right here. It says, theory, Blizzard is now prioritizing time played as their main KPI over active users. This is a great post. It says, game developers and businesses of any sort, of course, use metrics like daily or monthly active users as one of the main metrics to gauge how successful their products are. But now that the number is more difficult to grow, executives need a sexier stat to put it in front of C-levels and shareholders to show that their products are still successful, even if fewer people are playing them. Now it says, enter time played. It's well established that players who spend more time playing are more likely to spend money on things like cosmetic microtransactions. It's also well established that the majority of the revenue generated from streams like that will come from whales, players who are likely to spend very large amounts. Maybe you've heard of the 80-20 rule. 80% of your income as a business comes from 20% of your clients. That's true in video games as well, to varying degrees, of course. Now, consider Blizzard already got its $70 USD from you. The priority now shifts to trying to extract more value out of its existing customer base. From a game design standpoint, this translates into finding ways to keep your players spending more time in-game. Ideally, this is achieved by adding more and more content to keep players busy, like you see in literally every live service game under the sun. But in the absence of that, like what you might have with a brand new game like Diablo 4, which hasn't had a lot of time to cook up new content yet, can be translated into slowing players down as much as possible without throwing too much fun and enjoyment out. Now, whether they did a good job of that or not, another conversation entirely. Just some food for thought when you think, why the F did they just nerf literally everything? I don't have any facts or excerpts from quarterly meetings or anything to back this up. Just a trend I'm seeing in more and more in my line of work. I agree. I think he has a point. There's so many reasons why they want to slow you down, and the core reason is what he says here. Now, also, I think they also nerfed the hell out of the Eternal Realm to get you to create a new character in Season 1, which was totally unnecessary. They want to get you in front of the Battle Pass, when, in my personal opinion, all they had to do, really, I don't know why they didn't do this, is just put the Battle Pass on both the Seasonal Realm and the Eternal Realm. Problem solved. You know, if people want the option to use the Battle Pass, they can. Go for it, whatever. But don't force players into Season 1. It's not necessary. just give access to the battle pass to everyone. And I know Blizzard doesn't want that for reasons, but yeah, it just seems like they're trying to funnel you into Season 1. That's my assessment of the current nerf situation, to try to get you to use the Malignant Hearts. All right, so now it's time to get into your top comments. Remember, leave a comment down below. It could end up right here in a future video, so let's do this. So yes, my most recent video was this one right here. It's official, devs reversing some patch 1.1 changes, big sorcerer promises, and let's scroll down and see what you guys had to say about it. It says, call me cynical, but I feel this patch was targeted to soft kill the Eternal Realm and funnel players into the season to try and push the battle pass. Yep, 100% agree. I hope more people see and recognize this shady sales tactic. This one comes from Cooley High 20, by the way. The vulnerable nerf, while I agree was needed, even if it was a little heavy-handed, wouldn't have been necessary if they balanced the damage multipliers properly. Each class should have came out of the box with personal multiplicative damage increases. Sorcerers gets damage to froze, chilled, ignite. Necro get damage to affected by shadow, affected by curses, increased after blood orb, etc. These should have been intrinsic, with gear increasing the multiplier. The way they shipped it, all damage was additive except vulnerable and crit, for God knows why. Face it, we paid money to beta test the game. So well said. So very well said. Yes, that additive factor for a lot of these abilities hurt them so much. So what I think Blizzard could potentially do here is just switch some of them from additive to multipliers, and I think that would help a lot of the situation going on currently. Now, next up, we have Kelly's King, who says this one right here. It says, seasons should be designed to expand core gameplay by adding new content, gear, and mechanics in a time-boxed manner. Gutting the Eternal experience should not be part of tuning for seasons. Yeah, going forward, even when they introduce Season 2, they should not be nerfing the Eternal Realm so hard. It's just absurd what they have done to Eternal Realm characters. It's just like, I give up. And I think that's exactly what they wanted you guys to feel. It's like, what's the point? Why do I don't even want to try reworking this character now. Let me just start a new Season 1 character. And I think they definitely have succeeded in that goal for sure. I think everyone is just going to start a Season 1 character now. But yeah, it is what it is, and it really does suck that they had to take this approach with patch 1.1. Let's see what they have to say tomorrow. Again, this live stream, my God, it's going to be very entertaining. You know what? I'm going to make sure I have popcorn at the ready, and I'm going to be, yes, it's going to be like a movie experience, 100%. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Diablo 4 news and updates. I have you guys covered, and I will see you all next time. Take care.